Did you know that one of the longest non-stop flights is the flight from New York to Singapore Changi Airport? It takes a passenger plane about 18 hours and 40 minutes to overcome the distance of 15,348 kilometers. This is how long it should have taken the Santiago flight of 513, which went off from Germany to Brazil. However, a mystery plane has broken all records when it landed 35 years after taking off. Welcome to the uniqUa channel. Please subscribe and press the like button to find out about the most exciting events in the world. On the 4th of September 1954, the airplane Flight 513 Santiago Airlines took off from Aachen, West Germany, and was scheduled to arrive in Porto Alegre, Brazil, 18 hours later. There were 88 passengers and 4 crew members on board the Lockheed Super Constellation. It had to be the most usual flight between two countries, which shouldn't have had anything to worry about. But something went wrong over the Atlantic Ocean, and the airplane simply disappeared mid-flight from the radar of the dispatchers, as if Flight 513 just vanished in thin air. The investigation and search did not give a single clue which could have explained what really happened to the plane. There were no signs of a crash site. That's why the management of the airline company assumed that the plane had crashed over the Atlantic Ocean, taking the lives of 92 people to the bottom of the ocean. For several years, multiple search teams were exploring the Atlantic Ocean in the radius of the plane's disappearance. They were looking out for the remains of the passengers or the plane, but nothing was found. 2 years later, the search was called off, and all 92 passengers of the Flight 513 were announced dead. Time went by and decades passed. Santiago Airlines had already run out of business. Everyone forgot about the plane. However, on the 12th of October 1989, the Porto Alegre airport in Brazil spotted an unauthorized aircraft circling around the airbase. The air traffic controllers tried contacting the pilot but got no response. The plane came close to the runway. It looked very strange because such old airplanes were not used for quite a while. Without permission, the plane struck a perfect landing. When the airport authorities and rescue services approached the plane, the doors remained locked. When they opened the doors from the outside, and what they saw chilled their bones to the core. It was a scene from a horror movie. 92 perfectly preserved skeletons of the people on board were safely buckled into their seats. The plane's pilot had his hands on the controls. The engines were still running at idle. Dr. Celso Otello, paranormal researcher, made a statement that the Santiago Flight 513 most likely entered a time warp. However, even he couldn't find an explanation how the skeleton of the pilot managed to land a plane safely. The Brazilian government made an investigation of this mysterious event, but they refused to comment on any details, including the conclusion of Dr. Otello. The only thing they confirmed was the fact that the plane came from nowhere and landed safely. There are hundreds, maybe thousands of stories about missing airplanes. Some cases, after many years of investigations and searches, were explained. Other mysteries will perhaps never be solved. What is your opinion? Where had the plane been for 35 years, and how could it land perfectly at the airport? Guys, please leave your comments and suggestions below at the video, and we will see you in the next one.